Hi and welcome to another episode of IDAM in 2 minutes or less. Today is going to be a challenge in terms of timescales because we'll talk a little bit about one of the areas that the Aurora solution from Core helps customers with identity, which doesn't seem to be a major marketplace feature. But we know there's a lot of demand because we actually have other IDAM providers coming to us and asking us to help them with these scenarios. So clearly it's something the market needs. Aurora from Core doesn't just contain basic identity and access management solutions. We also do a lot of work around ID fix. This is particularly useful for organizations who have got perhaps multiple legacy domains, multiple legacy directories, maybe as part of mergers and acquisitions, or maybe as part of a large group of organizations that maybe have different ranges of legacy applications they need to support. But we find it's quite commonplace in the public and in the private sector. So in order to, this presents a quandary for organisations that are looking to move into the cloud, because in order for them to survive, they still need access to those legacy applications, which might require a very specific set of Active Directory attributes and a very specific structure in order to work. But they also need to have an identity that's fit and ready for the cloud. So the way that we tackle that is we build a cloud identity vault, and where we take data from the sort of legacy on-premise Active Directories, we restructure it in a format that is suitable for the cloud, and we then put synchronization jobs in between each of those environments, so that when a user updates their password in the cloud identity, we make sure that password is updated in legacy, and vice versa. As new people join the organization, we provision them in cloud and then provision them back down to legacy directories, and kind of vice versa. So it's a way of making sure that we keep everything in synchronization, but we also enable the best of both worlds. We enable all of those legacy applications on-premise to work, as well as enabling all of the new shiny applications in cloud to work. The alternatives to this typically are either massive projects around restructuring Active Directories, and at the same time also changing those legacy line of business applications, which is highly risky, very expensive, and is more than likely to lead to some disruption. The way that we do things, we allow these two conflicting identities to coexist, and ultimately enable organisations to either continue on with the line of business applications that they support, or take a longer term, lower risk approach to actually changing those applications over time. So it's a great way that IDAM can help an organisation, and it's something that's fairly specific to Aurora, the platform that we operate. So if you've got legacy identity issues, if you've got multiple Active Directories with lots and lots of different attribute structures, and you're struggling to get into the cloud, you really should have a conversation with Core. Please look on our website, www.core.co.uk, where you'll find contact forms and details of your industry vertical specialist. Please don't hesitate to get in touch if you want to talk to us about identity. So, this one was IDAM in 3 minutes or less. Thank you for your attention. We'll look forward to seeing you on another instalment.